What's up, everybody? On this episode of the Hashtag Blackout Podcast, man, we've been waiting a long time to get this artist on the show. We first heard her in our mic check with her song Old School Feel, Young Criminals entertainment artist that you guys definitely want to hear. She's up and coming. We can't wait for this and some shenanigans on today's episode of the Hashtag Blackout Podcast.
Why do I live so much? They tell me stay out of my feelings. I've covered them so long. Underneath passion, that liquor I never say no to. I'm angry without it, so here, let me show you. Stressful how much people killing. Not to have no more, it's like people willing. See black on black violence and not enough black on black killing. Black and white, so they won't hit me. It's crazy how white people thinking they privileged. When positions and spots in a one bedroom that my mama can barely afford to pay rent. And these white cops that's killing, they gotta stop, period. Take away rights and get mad when we serious. Gave us the crack that put us at our lowest. We focus now. They notice, we notice. Words is to rob and go kill that. We praying that mama spot don't get a notice. Fuck a rich privilege, nigga. Silver spoon, have your own house, nigga. Didn't come around when we ain't had nothing, nigga. Them lines should have torn you. We call ourselves that, is that what we resort to? To hide you, that shit should destroy you. This what we moved on to, and Milk K did not get up through with you. White people stop with that judgmental shit, man, I'm through.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to episode 94 of the Hashtag Blackout Podcast. I'm Jerry.
I'm Jay.
And we are back at it again after a little bit of a hiatus with family and vacation and all this fun stuff. And just as we said in the intro, we have a nice young and up-and-coming artist from California. We heard her on one of our mic checks way back in the day with Old School Feel. I don't even remember the episode, but I know that we loved the song. I think it was one of our first or second mic checks, and it was the first female mic check that we did, so it was even doper. But anyway, all that aside, we just want to welcome to the show Miss EVD. What's up?
What's up?
What is good?
Finally on the show, y'all.
That's dope. How's it like in Cali? How's that weather?
It's hot.
Let's try this Texas weather.
Man, I bet you it's even hotter.
Yeah. So what is California hot? Just tell the people what California hot is.
California hot is like 120. Like it shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be 110.
Dang.
Oh, dang. I didn't realize it was like that.
I thought you were talking about like 85 hot. That's hot.
Oh, it gets hot. I say it gets hot. It's hot.
Man.
Okay. Well, then I take that Texas weather thing back then.
What part of California you live in?
I live in SoCal. What most people think is LA, but Riverside County.
Okay. Riverside.
Gotta rep the IE.
Yeah. Wasn't that what Wayne Brady said he was from in the Chappelle Show?
Yeah, he sure did. Say, Riverside, motherfucker.
There you
go. Yep.
That's dope. All right, that's cool. Well, hopefully you could stay cool today. Out in California. I know we got you up early, so we appreciate you getting up early. So hopefully it's cool enough outside right now where it's not too hot, and by the time we finish, it'll still be a nice day. But yeah, it's them summer months in Cali, so steamy out there. But I do know that
my fan's running.
yeah, always with the fan on. That's dope, man. Well, if you don't mind, Evie, just go ahead and just, I guess, tell everybody out there a little bit about yourself. Maybe what projects you might be working on right now, and guess what kind of rapper you are.
So, what's up, everybody? I'm EVD from Young Criminals Entertainment. Pretty much, I'm just I feel like, I don't know, I get compared to like the Brat, Left Eye, so I consider myself maybe an old school rapper. I don't really know. I like to rap about what I go through, what I see in life, and I don't know what's just around me, is real. Not none of that. Drinking and all that shit is fun, but I'm not with all the extra stuff. So.
Yeah, that's dope.
Like that.
That's cool. Like that. Yeah, we felt that in the Old School Feel. I think we might even said the Brat, when we were trying to compare you to some older artists. So yeah, that's dope. We definitely heard that. And yeah, we appreciate the fact that you actually talk about real stuff, real life, and not all the foolishness that we hear with a lot of young rappers today. So
yeah, not the fabricated life.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm not. I mean, everybody wants to live ghetto fabulous, but nobody talks about how to get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody talks about the struggles you have to go through to get all that, or to keep your lights on. Nobody really talks about that anymore, and I think that's where my generation has really lost touch with the world and, I guess, human compassion, because it's like all we hear about is doing drugs and shooting the next enemy or trying to jack somebody. And it's like, we should be united. What's going on here?
Yeah. And unfortunately, we lost actually a couple artists this past week due to them same kind of situations.
Exactly.
Speaking on violence and all that. So, yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Triple X. I don't even know how to pronounce the man's name still. Triple X Tentacion.
Tentacion.
What is it?
XXXTentacion.
Okay, there you go. So yeah, we lost him, and then what was the other guy's name? I can't remember
Jimmy
right now.
Wap.
There you go.
I think it was I'm not even sure, like Little Peep or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't want to say Carl. One of the little.
Yeah, Lil Peep died a couple months ago, and then the same day that X died was a guy named Jimmy Wapo. I think he was either out of Philly or somewhere in that Upper East Coast region. I think that's where he was from. But yeah, those two guys passed away same day. It's sad, man. These youngsters losing their life over nothing, really.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy. Like what happened to like the unity. Just like I believe his name was G Money. He was one of NBA YoungBoy. Excuse me, NBA YoungBoy's friends. Back in the day, and then they started beef because, he was like, oh, I thought we were boys, and all this. And then next thing you know, G Money's dead. Like, what happened? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, we're supposed to support each other and lift each other up. I don't understand. You want to keep a spot, but you don't even have one. Like,
yeah, that's true. And, it's the thing. I mean, it's not, I don't know. It seems like, nowadays in the hip hop culture is more, more like we already talked about, more flashy, more showy, and less real. And maybe that's one of those. Maybe that's in friendships too. You know what I'm saying? Maybe friendships are less real, and if something really small and menial happens, it turns into beef. You know what I'm saying? And
oh, definitely, niggas out here, and excuse my language, but these men out here beefing over females. It seems, they beefing over females. It seems like, and not even females, these ratchet females, and then they want to claim, oh, it wasn't even over that. It was. But that's what you was just beefing about yesterday, and then now this man's dead.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I was jacking his chain. He was talking. Nah, dude, it was over your feelings. Like, be real. If you wanted to be honest, you should have talked to him. If that was your boy, you should have talked to him.
Right.
It's crazy and it's hell. It's not even, it's everybody nowadays. It's like all of a sudden they get a gun on the side of their waist and they're Superman.
Yeah. And you know what's sad? I was just listening to I don't know if you guys watch Hip Hop DX, the YouTube channel. Murs does this segment every Saturday. So today he was breaking down, I guess, hip hop and homicide, and he's like, within the past 30 to 40 years, just in hip hop, there's been like over 30 some murders, whereas in the recorded history of all musical genres, there's been less murders than hip hop.
Wow.
So it's like, what is the actual issue? Why does hip hop always have to be this homicide, have to go the homicide way, murder way?
Yeah.
It's sad, man.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, man. It doesn't make any sense. And we always talk about us coming together as a people, but for some reason it doesn't really matter in hip hop. Why?
You know why? It's because we honestly I'm gonna real life say it. We have people like Little Pump, 6ix9ine, like Whoa Vicky, that Catch Me Outside girl. We have people that are influenced by our way of life, and they've now made it a style. Kind of like my song. We've made ghetto a style. We've made it fun to act like this. We've made it fun to go out and do reckless things. When we used to do this stuff to get out the struggle, now we're doing it just to have fun. Yeah, like it's crazy. Yeah. Well, that's what I see. You know what I mean? And I'm like, whoa, what's going on here?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I think you're dead on accurate there. You know, hip hop culture is definitely one that influences, man, dang near everything right now.
Worldwide.
Everybody wants a gold chain. Everybody, wants to smoke weed, sell, and everybody wants to be out at night. Everybody wants a flashy car. It's like, no, dude, y'all be worrying about if your mom's lights are on. Like, that's that's what that's how I grew up. Hustling wasn't, we doing this to brag. No, we're doing it to make sure mom didn't have to sit there and cry at night worrying about you. No, she was good because the rent was paid, and you home.
Did it out of necessity.
Yeah.
Man,
it's turned into like a game all of a sudden. It's like who could die first? Who goes so hard? Who could die first? Like, it's crazy. It's sad.
Yeah, that's true. Which is ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous. And and getting back on the point of guys, all these artists out here fighting over women. I mean, I know most of these guys. I know most of these guys have heard the song "For Everybody" by Juicy J.
Yeah.
I mean, excuse my language, but these hoes are for everybody. Like, if you live in that little bubble, and you know that you have a friend, you have a friend, you have an acquaintance, you have you have somebody that's your enemy that's also been with XYZ girl or man, whatever, then why fight about it? Because that they're just bouncing around. They just bounce around to the next person. You know what I'm saying? So why be so mad? Why be so mad? I don't. It never made sense to me. And is her VJ or his eggplant that good, that you got to have it too just to see, and then you got to get mad about. I don't know, man. It just be making. I don't know. There's some stuff that's well
because nowadays it's they want you there, but they want to go out and have fun too, but they don't want you to go nowhere.
Yeah.
But it's like then as soon as you start playing the game, it's like they flip the fuck out.
Yep.
Exactly.
That's right.
Man, it don't
like
make sense.
Chris Brown and Karrueche, like he started a whole battle rumble over nothing. Like when I found out that's what him and like Soulja Boy was really beefing over, I was like, really, a female? Are you serious?
Yeah, and they're in the spot that they could get practically. Well, there's a lot of other females out there.
Yeah,
definitely come to them a lot easier just with their paper, but
Yeah.
Man, there's so many wifey types out there that Chris Brown could have. He doesn't even realize it. Like, dude.
It doesn't even make. And maybe he does realize it. Maybe he's just like, maybe he wants to play that game. I don't know. It's ridiculous, man.
I think it low key comes back to that like that rapper mentality. Like they say, oh, get money, fuck bitches. So it's like, oh, that's what I'm gonna do. Get money, fuck bitches.
Yep.
That's what the song said.
Yeah. True.
That's right.
Yowza. Well, that's definitely a shot. But you know what, guys? It's time for them 10 shots.
10 shots.
It's time to get them 10 shots of the dome. This is the point in time in the show. Since we haven't done this in so long with the guest, this is 10 shots of the dome where Jay and I ask 10 questions They were supposed to be rapid fire, but over the course of time, they've gone a little bit longer than rapid fire. But whatever. We want the guests to get their thoughts and feelings out about these random 10 questions we about to ask, and they can do it however they like. So EVD, watch out for them 10 shots, and Jay, whenever you're ready.
Pow, pow. All right, EVD.
Yes, sir.
All right. If you had the opportunity to work with one of the following 3 artists, which would you crank out a hit with? A, Bad Baby. B, Lil Yachty. Or C, Ice JJ Fish.
Ooh.
D, none of the above.
What'd you say?
I said D, none of the above. I have balls now, boy.
Man.
That's a good answer. That was the correct answer.
Oh, that's hilarious. All right, wow. I don't know, man. Ice JJ Fish, he said he getting braces. He about to get his mouth fixed. He might be better off after that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Lord.
He said he's moving to Florida.
Little Xanax will sound better as soon as he stops taking Xanax.
That's right.
He'll sound worse than he already sounded. All right, let's see. All right, here we go. Okay, shot number 2. What are the last 5 emojis you used, and which one is your favorite?
I think it was the heart emoji, the emoji with the eyes with the little hearts.
Yeah.
Mad face.
Okay.
The 100 sign, and probably the little muscle arm.
Okay. Which one do you like?
Probably the muscle arm. I don't know. I'll be using that all the time for no reason.
Yeah. That's cool.
Strong.
Right, like, yeah.
Strong. Your feet are strong.
Right?
All right, that's dope. All right, cool.
All right. What is EVD's go-to junk food snack?
Oh, shit. Y'all about to expose me, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, y'all about to expose me. It's McDonald's.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
All right.
What at McDonald's? What's on the menu?
Oh, man. 2 cheeseburgers with no onions and a small fry with sweet and sour sauce and a Dr. Pepper.
Bam. That's like off the dollar menu. That's a whole meal, man. $4.
I can eat it every
good.
Yeah. And a Dr. Pepper. You ever had a Dr. Pepper float?
Yes, they are amazing.
And I'm telling you what, there's Coke floats, there's root beer floats, and then there's Dr. Pepper floats.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
People just don't understand. Yeah, like it's a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's true. They don't understand. How
Although
often
the crush floats are bomb.
What's that now?
The crush floats are bomb.
Ooh, I never had one. What's your favorite crush? Is it orange crush? What flavor crush float do you like?
Oh, I've never tried another flavor. You just put on something new. Hold up.
Mm-hmm.
I never. Wait, hold on. I might have to try the grape crush now.
Yeah. They got all kinds of flavors. They got grape, orange, cherry, strawberry, peach, pineapple. They even have
grapefruit. Where you finding peach and pineapple?
What's that?
Where you finding peach and pineapple?
I mean, maybe
that's when you go to those. That's when you go to those little fast food restaurants where you gotta make your own drink, and they got the little digital touch screen, and then there's like a million flavors you didn't know exist.
Nah,
yeah.
They got lime, they got blue raspberry, they got tutti frutti as well. But you know what though? I'm gonna tell you this. My dad would always find the most obscure drinks when I lived in Texas. And he found Peach Crush one time. Man, it changed my life. It was amazing. And he found Pineapple Crush.
You said Peach Crush and Pineapple Crush, and you blew my mind right now.
Yeah.
I was like, it exists?
I mean, I don't know where you get it in California. You may have to order it, or you may just have to go to like some little bodega, on the corner.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? And see if you find it. What's that?
I said they always got that type of weird shit.
I'm telling you, man, they always got all kinds of random stuff. So yeah, try to find you some Peach and Pineapple Crush. And yeah, that will change your life for sure. That will change your life. You might have to kick Dr. Pepper to the curb after that.
Sure.
All right, let's see here. Okay. Okay. What is which one-hit wonder would you still listen to? One-hit wonder, any kind of artist, any kind of music.
You know that song, I Always Feel Like Somebody's Watching Me?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's my
Rock
shit.
Who sings that?
Oh, no. New Snoo. Yep, that one. I Can't Wait. I Can't Wait.
Oh, man.
Yep, that's my
hilarious.
shit.
That's hilarious, yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a good song, though. I like that song.
Yeah. That's why it's a one-hit wonder.
That's the only part I know, though, too. So.
All right. Let's see. If your best friends could describe you in 3 words, what would they be?
Oh, my God. Literally. Wow. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure your answer.
That's 3 words.
I know what to say, but I don't know if I want to.
This is, it's open forum. You can say what you want to say. It's all good. Unless it's
It'd
too
be like
embarrassing.
she could be bitchy at times, a little temperamental, possibly a little crazy,
Oh, wow. All right.
but like the sweetest person ever.
Temperamental, crazy, bitchy, and sweet. That's 4 words, but it'll count.
It's like a Sour Patch Kid.
You know, it's like making the Powder Puff Girls, but like, what's her name? Buttercup grew up. Boom.
Oh, nice.
And started doing.
That's funny. That's funny. Buttercup grew up. All right, let's see here. Yeah, I love that show too. Oh man, let's see here. Okay. All right. So, who is the most influential dude in your life? Super Mario, Sonic the Hedgehog, or Master Chief?
Whoa. I don't. Master Chief sounds familiar, but I never really played video games.
Okay, so neither of them.
My brother did. So, I guess I played some, Sonic games one time, so I'd probably go with Sonic.
Yeah, all right, that's cool. That's cool.
That's cool. That's all good. All right. What was the last song that made you cry or made you misty-eyed? Getting a little sentimental here.
Oh, man. Michelet, Something in My Heart.
Oh, man. That's
I
old
was
school.
under the bus.
Feel right there.
Wow, that's nice. That's nice. I like that. That's a good song.
It's a good song to cry to sometimes.
Yeah. This is true. This is true. I'm not saying I cried to it before too, but I'm just saying that's true. That's dope. All right, let's see here. Okay, so if you had a dream stadium or arena to do a show in or to perform in, what would that arena or stadium be?
Man, probably have to be the Cowboy Stadium
Oh, wow.
because the size is so big. Everything in Texas is big, so
True.
That's a huge ass stadium. It's a good look. I don't like the Cowboys, but I gotta admit that stadium it's pretty dope.
Yeah, that's true. We're both Cowboy haters. Jay is He's a Saint, New Orleans Saint. I'm a New York Giant, so by
And-
proxy.
Seahawk.
What's that now?
Seattle Seahawk.
Oh yeah, okay,
Oh, yeah.
okay. Seattle's dope. I was just there last week, man. It was pretty. That's dope, but yeah, you also don't really like Cowboys as being a Seahawk fan. But I'm gonna tell you what though, like Jay said, that's a big stadium. It's got a big screen. If
Yeah.
it didn't have a wall on it and you were performing on the stage with that big screen hanging on the side, people could see you for like 10 miles away.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
dope. That's cool. Respect there. So, all right.
All right, last question, last shot from me. If EVD could join one of the following, what would it be? A, the Galactic Empire. B, the Republic. Or C, President Trump's Space Force.
Ooh.
Oh, you
Which would
already
it be?
said it. You said it at the beginning. The Galactic Empire, all the way.
You don't want to be part of that Space Force though?
Hell no. I'm trying to go. I'm trying to make it here first.
Right. What if you got to wear? What if you got them new Nike Space Force ones that you get when you join the Space Force?
Man,
Ooh, man.
the only time I think I would do that is if I would be like, y'all better put a big ass screen around the world and let me do a performance in space.
Ooh.
But that's it.
That would be dope though. That would be cool.
That could be dope.
That's funny.
I would low key, huh?
Yeah, that'd be funny. Galactic Empire though. That's probably a much better answer today. With all the foolishness that President Trumpito got going on. But yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Galactic Empire. All right, here we go. The last of all the 10 shots. If you made a new song that had a dance move associated with it, what would that song be, and what would the dance be called? Or what would that song be called? What would the dance be called?
I think I would do some like country style, like take like that country, that square dance,
Mm-hmm.
and like somehow interpret it into like some hip hop thing, like change it a little bit, but it still kind of have the same concept. I think that'd be pretty fun. Like a pony kind of, how he did that, but with square dance.
The pony? That's pretty dope. Have you ever gone square dancing or two-stepping or anything like that? Line dancing?
No, but that would seem really fun to like get on a bull and stuff.
Yeah. There you go. That would be hilarious. Riding on a bull, riding on a pony. That's pretty dope. All right, that's cool. That's cool. I like that. That's a good one. All right, cool. EVD, you survived the 10-shot segment. We know that you would not perform with any of the trashy artists like Bad Baby or Ice JJ Fish.
Nope.
You would muscle them out with that muscle emoji all day long while you eat your 2 cheeseburgers with no onions, French fries, and a Dr. Pepper or a peach crush float. You would, you'd listen to I Can't Wait and you'd cry to Something in Your Heart or Something in My Heart while Michelle A was playing. Let's see, if somebody could talk about you, if somebody could describe you in 3 words, you'd just be like if Buttercup grew up, sweet,
Yeah.
temperamental, maybe a little bit of bitchy, but it's all good. You don't really gig with Sonic, but you played him enough times to know that you like him a little bit. But you would probably play him even more if you got to perform in Cowboy Stadium with that big screen.
Definitely.
And even more if the Galactic Empire or the Space Force was able to put a screen around the world for you to do a performance while dancing to country music / hip hop while riding a bull and a pony. Giddy up.
I'm a one-man band. I'm an entertainer, all that.
That's dope. That's dope. Thanks for the
I
10
have like the
shots.
trapeze in the back with some giraffes and some.
You just say giraffes on the trapeze?
Yeah, space.
What are they going to be swinging from? The necks?
Yep.
Yeah, they gonna, how like they be fighting, they gonna wrap around each other and start spinning.
Just the big old long legs and long necks just hitting each other, all lanky looking. That
Oh man.
I had somebody behind him though with a phone camera out saying World Star with the giraffes fight.
Oh.
Man, giraffes on a trapeze. Trapeze or trapeze?
A trapeze.
A trapeze? Yeah. That's hilarious. Oh, I love that. I can't wait to see that show. You let us know when you're doing that show. We'll be there for sure.
Oh, definitely. Y'all got to help me put it together. Y'all already started the idea. We got to keep going.
Okay, that's cool. We're down. We are down for that. Wow. All right, cool. Well, that was dope. All right, guys. After this commercial break, we go, get a little bit more in depth with EVD. But before we go to this commercial break, let me just say this. This is episode 94. That means we're 6 episodes away from 100. 100. Like EVD, one of her 5 emojis that she used. So, you know what? We love some voicemails. We love some messages, to talk about the 100th episode. Leave a little thought for us. Little congratulations if you want, or you can diss us. It's all good. We'll take the voicemail. We'll play it. And Jay, if you don't mind, tell these people where they can leave those voicemails for episode 100.
All right, you can leave a voicemail at 3853-BLAKPC or 385-325-2572. Call us, leave us a message, and we'll definitely play it on the show. Yeah.
Facts. All right, cool. Well, we'll be back after this commercial break.
What up, everybody? This your boy B-Rob, host of the Random Rambles with Rob podcast. While you're taking your break, using your hooks, rubs, and spices on your love boxes and everything, tapping them oh so gently and vigorously at the same time, I want you to tune in on iTunes, Stitcher, and everywhere else that you listen to your podcast and check out the hashtag Blackout Podcast. Why? Because we blacking out.
Hey man, it's Chuck. We from the What Up Man podcast, and we ain't out of here slanging and banging and doing wild shit, fucking with bitches and big ass white girls. We listening to the hashtag Blackout Podcast, and you should too, you degenerate bastard motherfuckers.
Alright guys, we're going to talk to y'all about Hooks, Rubs, and Spices. Jay, what you think about Hooks, Rubs?
I love Hooks, Rubs, and Spices. I put it on everything that I grill, all my veggies, everything that we cook inside our house. Hooks, Rubs, and Spices is the one that we go to.
I'm sure you put it on just about everything you put in your mouth, right?
That's pretty much accurate. Yep.
Man, Hooks, Rubs, and Spices has 4 great flavors. The Mad Cow, the Smoky Burn, the Lemon Pepper, and the fan favorite Smoking Sweetness. You can find them at etsy.com/shop/Hooks, Rubs, and Spices. You can also find them on Facebook and on Twitter and Instagram at Hooks Spice Rubs. If you go on there and place your order, use the code MyHooks10. You'll get 10% off your order. So yeah, go on and check out some Hooks Rub. Hashtag We Smoke Meat.
Hey everybody, so if you check the link in the description, you will see a link directing you to a free 30-day trial for Amazon Prime. Jared, how do you use Amazon Prime?
Yeah, I definitely do use Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime is great because you get free 2-day shipping, free Prime Video, Prime Music, and access to all the Kindle owners' learning library. So like anything, if you're a Kindle owner, you can just download as many books as you need with that Amazon Prime trial. And yeah, like you said, it's free. It's a 30-day trial. So when you get to day 29, day 30, and say, this may not be the right thing for me, go ahead and tell them you don't want it anymore. But if you do love it, if you order a lot of stuff from Amazon, like I do, it's great for you because, it gives you that free Prime shipping and you get 1-click Amazon Prime ordering. So pretty stinking amazing.
So everybody go ahead and check the description for the link to 30-day free trial to Amazon Prime.
And we blacking out.
All right, welcome back, people. Now we're going to get into a little bit more in-depth interview with Miss EVD. So, EVD grew up in SoCal, Riverside area. I want to get a little bit into this origin story of you and how you got into hip hop. Tell us about how it was in that area growing up. What were you guys listening to growing up as far as hip hop?
Yeah, you want to hear some real shit? Actually, just listening to hip hop till I was like 11, 10. I listened to mostly country and classic rock growing up.
See, that's where the country love came in.
Yeah, I listened to like Shania Twain. My first ever show and tell, I went to school in my cowgirl boots and a cowgirl hat with those microphones that echo, and I sung "Feel Like a Woman" by Shania Twain.
Wow.
Wow,
that's pretty dope. Actually, that's funny. How did that go over? What did your class think about that?
I couldn't even tell. I don't remember. I wish I did.
Yeah.
I think it was good. Nobody booed.
Yeah, that's funny. Well, obviously, even at that age, you weren't afraid of getting up in front of people and performing. So that's pretty dope.
I like to be the center of attention for some reason.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
It's all good.
That's pretty awesome. Wow. So who was the person who in your family also listened to country and rock?
Well, you guys are aware of the person who's actually influenced me on music most of my life. You know him actually very well. Mm-hmm. He's from J&T Podcast.
Okay.
DJ?
Oh.
DJ?
You know him. Yes, sir.
What? So wait. This is all new information. Okay.
Yeah.
This is all new information. So what is he your brother? Is he your cousin? What is he?
I'm her big brother.
What the heck is going on?
Wait.
What is this? What is this?
What's up, y'all?
What is up? What?
Yeah, B-Rock cut it out when she did an interview with him and shit. But yeah, we kept it quiet most of the time and shit. Now I don't give a fuck. But
what?
It's like mind blowing right now.
Man, hold on a second. This can't be real. Hold on.
That's why back on our 50th episode we played a song by her.
Yeah,
that was our local artist. She was real local, right next door.
Yeah. See, and I know that you guys gave us her information. That's why we played it.
Yeah, and that's why I did it too. I sent it to you just so I could tell her that you guys liked her song without me saying like that she was my little sister and shit. So she could get her shit on her.
Wow, this is amazing, y'all. This is breaking news, y'all. Breaking news.
Breaking news. Hashtag Blackout exclusive.
It's a hashtag Blackout exclusive.
Wow.
We just got the breaking news. Now the world knows. TMZ about to be knocking on y'all door soon. So watch out. That's dope. Well, hey man.
That man who he showed me my first song was like, I want to say it was like some NWA shit, and he just started putting like hella music on my my PSP, and then it was just all up from there. I was like, what is this? And I just started rapping myself, and boom.
Okay. So does it run in the family, DJ? Do you rap too?
Oh yeah, he does.
No,
really?
Yeah, he does.
No,
he's more beats and shit.
No, when 8 Mile came out, everybody out here was trying to battle rap and shit, and I was in junior high, so I got in a couple little battles and shit there, but it was mostly it was all amateur shit. I never stuck with it like she did.
Man, I'm sort of beside myself, man. I'm all like, this is crazy.
You can't really see the resemblance because she's a little darker.
Yeah. She got the melanin in the family.
You know, it's weird. Actually, my dad's actually darker than hers.
Right? Dang.
That was weird, but no, she gets outside more. I'm more inside on the computers and shit.
Yeah. Okay. That's hilarious. So, Evie, you live in Riverside and you live in Hemet, DJ, right? So how far are they from each other?
Oh no, we just tell people Riverside because you try to tell them like, oh no, I live in the IE, which is Riverside County, but it's not Riverside. It's like Fontana, all the little parts that make up Riverside. Mm-hmm. I live in Hemet. I live in Hemet.
Oh, okay. Now it's all coming together.
Yeah.
What the heck? Wow.
Well, pretty good.
Hashtag mind blown. That's all I gotta say. Wow. Okay. Well, this episode has taken a turn for the better. I don't know.
Yeah. How do we conduct this interview now?
All right. Well, we just keep going, man. We gonna include them both. Let's see here. So well, welcome to the show, DJ. If y'all don't know, DJ is 1/3 of the Just in Time podcast. Our podcast cousins, and potentially our actual cousin in real life. We're still trying to figure that math out, but I think
we still haven't conducted the research, but I just like to assume. Plus, black people, we could just say we're family anyway, and people will go with it.
True.
True. That's true.
Do some pee tests, do some blood tests, do some mouth swabs. Like we'll figure it out one day.
Anyway. Ancestry.com, something like that.
All good. All good. Well, welcome to the show, DJ. Wow. All right, cool. Well, guess we'll get on to like one of the next couple questions. So let's see here. So
it's like when B-Rob called through in the middle of y'all's recording that time.
It is.
Yeah.
But this is like good new information. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Okay. So, man, I don't even know. I'm lost now. Let's see here. Okay, so here we go. So EVD, maybe this pertains to female rappers, or maybe it doesn't. But and maybe DJ sort of put you up on some. But in your life and your childhood and growing up, I mean, I already know that you talked about how much you love Shania Twain and all that. But as far as rap concerned, who was the most influential old school female rapper? And maybe what she sort of taught you.
It's probably not too old school, but Missy Elliott. She taught me that if it goes, say it.
Yeah, that's true. And Missy, you know what? Is Missy old school? Like, she could be. To this day and age, I think she would be.
Yeah, I guess to this newer.
She might classify as classic now.
Yeah. I think she would be at this point in time, because I think when she originally came out with the Super Duper Fly, that was back in the late 90s maybe. So so she right on that cusp of like officially being classic, but really when it comes to the newer generation of rappers compared to the older, she's definitely the older. So that's dope. Yeah. Did you listen to a lot of Super Duper or Super Duper Fly or Missy Elliott too, DJ?
No, honestly, I'd listen to whatever the hell was on the radio usually.
Yeah.
And I didn't always have control of the radio, so there was a lot of Red Hot Chili Peppers was actually one of the bands I listened to a lot growing up and shit. That was like that's like a good way to like that whole band is kind of a good way to just describe California life mostly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Listening to Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah, the Chili Peppers are actually really good. I enjoyed listening to them back in the day too. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm gonna tag onto that question off of y'all's answer. Like, so in California, I mean, I know how it is down south, in Houston. So in California, on y'all's radio, did y'all hear mainly California artists and then only the big acts, like from across the country? Is that what it's like, or did you only hear the popular stuff?
Oh no, we heard Nelly, all types of shit like that. Ludacris, all of them. Usher, all
Everybody.
that.
Actually, I remember back in the day, one of the stations out here, 99.1 KGGI, they played like strictly hip hop and rap and shit. And one night I was sitting there listening to like little top 10 lists, how some of them radio stations do.
Right.
And they had Linkin Park's In the End pop onto one of their playlists, and that's when it kind of changed my view on music. Like there doesn't always have to be such a dividing line between everything, and you can blur those lines and actually cross over shit and actually make it work. And that was one of those ones too that even the people on the station, they were like, I know this is a little bit unorthodox, but when it's good, it's good.
That's
and
true.
That's like one of Linkin Park's, like that still goes down as one of their all-time greatest hits and shit too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's pretty dope.
Good music. So wow. Dang, I don't even know where to go from here.
Go for it, Jay. Just do what you do.
I'm still like a little mind blown. All right, let's see. So I had a question. It kind of, I won't say it strays off topic, but it's on. So everybody has like a top 5 at some point in time, and it changes all the time and never really sticks. So at this point today, who is your top 5 as far as like hip hop goes? And if you can't name a top 5 as far as hip hop, throw in other genres too, since we're talking about that.
Well, Lil Wayne's been a number 1 for a long time. He's a good influence, no matter what people says. He's good with the metaphors. Yeah, he talks about a lot of the bad drug influences, but he's got some good music.
For the record, I stopped on Lil Wayne after the Carter 2. I was done. I was good with him on that. I was like, all right, he probably ain't gonna do much. I won't say better, but after that, it just goes way too mainstream and too much popping bottles and shit.
Yeah,
that's true. I like more like the Dedication albums, his underground shit.
Eminem's always in everybody's top 5. If he's not, then you some kind of hater usually. Not trying to be a stan, but
it was just the last album. It wasn't my Eminem. Yeah, definitely Slim Shady. He's definitely my top 5. I just didn't like the last album.
I haven't even listened to the last album.
Okay.
I don't. Anything after like 2015 or so, I just stopped listening. It just all started sounding the same. Kendrick Lamar is one of the few that I'll actually listen to.
Yeah, Kendrick. Yeah, J. Cole, definitely. Hell, Donald Glover.
Childish Gambino.
Yeah, Childish Gambino.
Yeah.
Definitely those. I can't really necessarily say Drake anymore because he's too much extra shit now.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah.
I mean, I still listen to the music, but I can't necessarily say like I'm the first one to like, or try to be the first one to hear his music when it first comes out anymore. Like, it doesn't really interest me.
She used to have Young Money all over her fucking walls, though.
Everywhere. Religiously.
And I used to walk in just like, okay, I recognize Lil Wayne and Drake. Who the fuck are all these other guys?
I had
more tattoos
T-Streets
and gold teeth than I could ever count.
I had all of them. J Mills, T Streets, Lil Twist, Lil Chucky, all of them.
Don't feel bad. I was the biggest No Limit stan, and I say that proudly. Back in the 90s, I had every Tuesday they were dropping at least 2 albums. You can't say that about any other record label. They were dropping at least 2 albums every week.
I saw something on Facebook. I think it was B-Rob actually that shared something about No Limit, like releasing like 20 something albums in a year or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, that was just weird. I just happened to scroll down that today, and then you mentioned it right there.
That's respect, to do that many albums in a
I mean,
but nowadays you mention
like
anybody, and they're like, who the fuck? He ain't even Romeo's dad no more.
Wow.
Nope. You mentioned Romeo, you go the ICDC dude from the commercials.
Oh man, that's messed up.
Wow. I was a Houston rap stan, but I was extremely sheltered from rap just because my parents didn't really let us play it that much, and unless I was like out in the car by myself type of thing, driving. But when I went to visit my cousins, what's that?
I used to hate Paul Wall, but I've gained a little more respect for him though.
Oh yeah. Well, I loved him when he came out with Grills, and that lit it for me. But no, this was even before Paul Wall. This was like DJ Screw. This was like Fifth Ward Boys. This is like some old stuff. But you know what? When I went to go visit my cousins, like Jay, like my other cousin Flan in Houston, then I got to listen to a lot of stuff, and I got to appreciate a lot of Houston rap, and then everybody else's rap too. Even though at school you hear it, the other thing is I didn't have cable when I was a kid, so pretty much from like age 8 until like age like 17 or so. So the first time I heard Doggy Style, or the first time I heard a lot of old stuff, Back in the day, it was at school when I was like in high school or middle school, whatever, in middle school or earlier. That's when I first heard all that stuff. Like when I heard, Tupac's music, when I heard some of Biggie's music initially, it was always at school with my friends playing it, or they're talking about it and they're rapping it, they're freestyling and trying to rap it or whatever. And then I'd go to visit their house and be like, "Oh, MTV? I never heard of this."
See, our mom, low key, like our mom didn't play rap that much, but man, you turn on an NWA song like "No Vaseline," she know the words.
Yeah.
Her white ass will start. I'm like, what the hell?
What? See, that's funny.
Good music. High school. When I was in high school, Crunk was taking over.
Yeah.
And that was like starting to turn me like
Little John and shit.
What was that one? Usher, yeah, it was like one of the last ones that
shaking like a soul, shaking like a soul.
And then after that, I was just like, all right, this is too much of the same shit. Is everybody's getting fucked up now? Let's just get drunk and pour bottles on these bitches. Like, been doing the same shit for 20 years. I can't.
Isn't that what we want to do though?
Pop some bottles
and pour it on some bitches.
I mean, pretty much, right? No, I'm just playing.
I think maybe I just got to do it once. I just got to pop a bottle and pour it on a bitch, and I might actually feel better about it.
Just do it one time, and you'll get it out your system. Because one day, if you don't do it now, one day you'll be like, "Man, I wish I did that," and then you'll have like a backwards hoe phase, and you'll start doing it, and you'll get in all kinds of trouble. So do it before. Yeah. You get to that
Bill
backwards
Cosby's
face.
age.
Do it before you're 72 and people look at you funny. Come here, baby.
Hold on, I can't shake the bottle. Can you pop it off for me?
You break your thumb trying to pop the bottle open. That's funny. Man, wow, that's dope. That's a good. I mean, that's a good top 5 plus. I like that.
And definitely Most Def.
Yes, Most Def. Yes,
DJ Most Def. The first song was Brown Sugar, and I was like, "What?"
And that was from a fucking movie.
It was.
Yeah.
And that Dave Chappelle thing, damn.
Oh, that Dave Chappelle, still legendary.
It is.
Which one? The one where you say you want to pee on you?
The one with sitting in the passenger seat.
Yeah. And I'm close. Yeah.
Don't push.
Because I'm close to the edge, to the streets, the killers, the beat. I love that.
Yeah.
Mathematics is still one of my favorite songs too.
That's a shit.
I'll admit I was guilty though too, and when I was younger though too, I did listen to a lot of Tupac just because that's what everybody was listening to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But some of the cholos kind of killed Tupac for me, to be honest, out here. It was walking around like when I was in high school, there was some kind of weird beef going on between blacks and browns that I never did fully get a story on. Mm-hmm. But you could see Mexicans walking around with Tupac's face on their shirt, but yelling the N-word at somebody in real life. Like, what the fuck?
What? It don't make no sense, right?
One time, me and DJ was chilling at these apartments that we lived at, and we hear these people screaming white power. We look out and they blasting Tupac music, dead ass.
Wow. How does that even? Wow, that doesn't even make no sense.
It doesn't.
That's crazy. So okay, so speaking of the N-word, okay. So I want to know. I mean, obviously, I probably sort of know y'all's stance on it, but I mean, what? Oh, and you guys might actually have a better perspective because you're half black and half white. So. I don't know. What do y'all think? First, what do y'all think of using that word? Do you think it's just like another word, or do you think it is still offensive? And then also just using it in music. Is it even worth it in music? Is it just a filler word, or does it actually have real effect and context as you use it in music?
I mean, I can be a hypocrite because I say it all the time, of course I use it, but no, it's a word that it brings us down. I mean, think of where it originated from, we shouldn't call each other that, but of course we all say it, because we all have our moments.
Some of these rappers now are full on abusing it, where it's the end of every fucking line in their fucking verse. and that I can't really like. I can't even get into a song like that where every fucking line ends with the N word. I'm like, dude. And because when you hear that shit, I always see white people singing along to it. They don't censor themselves all the time when that word comes up.
They don't.
True.
They don't.
Yeah.
Hell, our mom like pretty much slaps us for saying it.
Wow. Thanks,
Yeah,
Mom. That's
Yeah,
good.
for comedic effect to our own mom. And
Yeah,
shit.
we say it to piss her off, to be funny, but like in reality, we really don't like using it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things. I know that Jay and I have had this conversation on the show and off the show before, and yeah, it's so crazy because obviously I think our parents. I don't know how old your mom is. I don't know when she was born, but I know that Jay and my parents. They were both born just before and lived through all of the civil rights era. You know what I'm saying? Like when,
Right.
When it was really bad in this country and in the South, in Louisiana and Mississippi, respectively. And Jay's dad was a cop and also in the military. So, he got it in a lot of different areas. My dad, wake up in the morning, go pick cotton, go to school, come back after school, pick some more cotton, and this is to help his family survive in the country. And then, go on home, whatever. But that was like most of his daily life as a kid. And, they've told stories about getting run off the road, when they're walking down the street or, all kinds of stuff, all kinds of different things. So, they sort of taught us and told us, and educated us really about like their childhood and their upbringing and their life in general. And so, as kids, and as grown-ups, we had sort of a different connotation of the word, but also on top of all of that, we are also a part of that generation when the nigga term actually ended up in rap, started in rap and so we're a part of that. And I mean, we said it, we rapped it along with songs or, we said it too. And I think maybe we're at this point now where we're just like, it's, now it's obviously it's offensive, what I'm saying? Just like we said, but it's also one of those things where, maybe some of the younger people who use it, even us who still use it from time to time are, don't really think about what it actually means. And maybe it's one of those things. I mean, obviously you guys, it sounds like y'all were taught and y'all were educated, exactly what that really, really means. And y'all appreciate that, y'all understand that. But there's a lot of kids who are, and a lot of rappers, specifically. And then people of every age who don't even care. What's that?
I can give you some examples. Just like out here, from me being in high school, I'd be walking around with the group, with my friends, my cousins or whatever, and I look over and I see two Mexican boys. No offense to them, but I see two Mexican boys. They run. Oh, what's up, my nigga? How you doing?
Yeah.
You like, wait, hold up.
Hold up. Yeah,
exactly. Hold up.
That don't make no sense.
Yeah, that don't make no sense. And then when we try to, I would never use, none of the offensive words, but it's like you try to say it back, and it's like they like, oh no, you can't say that. That's racist.
Yeah.
Well, you just called him a nigga. He's pretty much,
After a while, I stopped telling myself that there was a difference between it ending with an A and it ending with an ER. They're both the same.
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah. We couldn't walk up to a white person because full disclosure, Jay's wife is half Thai, half white. My wife is white, so we couldn't walk up to anybody in their family and be like, "What's up, my cracker?" Like it wouldn't work out.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, that doesn't. They almost. But then some of them, it's like, no offense to a white privilege thing, but it's like if you did walk up to someone like a white boy on the streets and like, "Oh, what's up, my cracker?" He'd be like, "Oh, I can now call him my nigga."
Yeah.
And that's what kind of sucks because it's like, no, you don't get it.
Well, with us being half white, there's also those times when white people think that that word's a little more accessible because we're half in, half out, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they think like, oh yeah, I could use certain terminology around you. Like, no. I always tell my white friends, I'm like, if we end up in a group situation where we're all around a bunch of black people and shit, I'm like, I'm gonna look at you and say you're the only white guy in this room, like that, That's how it takes over. That's how I was always raised, though, too, was to always side with the black side.
Yeah, even like our mom being white, like She could go from white to a black woman within seconds.
Wow, that's
She
hilarious.
wasn't one of those ones that tried to talk it over growing up and shit. It was, no, you got your ass whooped.
Nah, yeah, like she knows her, like she's very aware of her place, but she also knew where she grew up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
In Rubidoux. Mom was in high school in Rubidoux in the 80s, which meant she was around pretty much nothing but black people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
That's cool.
still managed to keep that word out of her mouth though too.
Yeah, my mama
Yeah.
that. Nope, my mama do not say that.
And you know that's probably an additional high five to your grandparents. You know your mom's parents who probably instilled that in her. So
No, baby, no. My grandpa used to yell at my mama and call her NL.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
My great grandpa disowned my mom because of my brother.
yeah. Wow.
But I mean, they came around. But yeah, my nana apparently didn't.
Well, my grandparents from my dad's side weren't overly accepting right away though either.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I came out light skinned. The first thing they said was, "That's not even his baby." Like, nah.
Wow.
A month later, the nap started. My hair started curling up, and then, oh, my grandbaby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. My dad and his family don't believe I'm his because I'm not tall enough.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
I'm too short to be his.
That doesn't even make sense. I mean, there's people who still have growth spurts at like 22 or 23. Like, come on, man. That's not even right. But still, like, how could you?
I'm only 5 foot. Please don't give me hope.
What's that?
I'm only 5 foot.
Oh, well, hey, everybody grows differently. Even if you have tall people. Hey, let me tell you what. Okay, so Jay and my family, we have a 6'10" cousin, like a 6'7", 6'8" cousin, whatever.
Yeah, 6'7.5". Yeah.
Jay is tall.
Dude, I just went to get tested, like what is it called, biometric test at work, and I actually grew 1.5 inches from like 2 years ago. Maybe they just measured me wrong, but hey, I'm 6'4" now.
Yeah,
apparently.
and I'm just barely like a curly hair over the 6 foot line. But then we do have some cousins that are much shorter. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what's confusing?
My genes different.
My dad is taller than his dad by a lot.
Yeah.
And he's
a lot.
Foot.
I'll be honest. As far as her dad, she got the version of black fathers that white people assume every black father is going to be.
Like,
she got the deny, run away, avoid child support, all that.
He went to Alaska, y'all. Alaska?
Like,
he ran away from me. Like, ran away.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. In Alaska, there ain't many black people, so you'll be able to find them if you ever want to look for them. And it's really white up there because of the snow and whatnot. Not just because white people, like, it actually is, like, legitimately white because of snow. So, I mean, hey, if you ever want to go looking for them, I'm sure it would be hard to find somebody up there that's a different color. Wow, that's crazy.
We went to visit him, and his mom was just like, yeah, he moved to Alaska. Like, wait, what?
Wow.
He was supposed to go pick her up, and 3 weeks later, he's gone. He's already in fucking Alaska. It's actually kind of funny nowadays.
It's funny now, yeah. It's funny now, but
like, damn, the things we do to avoid that.
It's like you never realize how like stereotypical it is until like I tell you my story. And, like, no, my dad like ran away.
Mm-hmm.
He said he was up and went to go sell Pepsi in Alaska.
Well, if she jacked up, that story to a white kid, they're gonna be like, "Hey, that's standard operating procedure, right?"
Yeah, it's typical. Yeah, like they don't even feel bad for you. They'd be like, "Oh no, again, another one."
Wow, another one, like DJ Khaled said. No, that's crazy. That's wild. So how do you drop that in, and how does that affect your music, your everyday life, or does it even affect it anymore?
Oh yeah, it does. I've talked about it. One of my favorite songs. I said at the beginning, I was like, God, I can't stand to see myself. Like, I look just like my sperm donor. I can't stand the way I act because I act like my father. Like, it's crazy because he does. It's like I do. I like people tell me all the time, like, oh, he's not, whoopty whoop, But it's like I still see myself. Like when I look at myself, I still see him. Like I see it.
Yeah.
So it sucks, every day. But at the end of the day, it's like, I got people like my brother around me who, shit, I don't even think about it. I don't even think about them anymore.
Yeah. Wow. That's wild. That's crazy. But, I mean, obviously everybody has a story, and obviously every musician, has their story to tell, in whatever form that they're doing. And yeah, man, I mean, obviously that adds to your story. That's what makes, that's what makes you you, and that's what makes your music good. So, it's, it's sort of, it's just use the fire, use whatever it is, really to contribute to what you make every day. So, yeah. So, I mean, it's good that you can use that and turn it into music.
I mean, a lot of people wouldn't even know. I mean, it's sad because we have like a typical upbringing, but with a white mom.
Yeah.
Single mom on drugs.
She swears "Dear Mama" and "Save the Last Dance" are about her, our mom.
Yeah.
Wow. Dang. Save the Last Dance, though, man. Come on.
She, like, anytime she watched that movie, she tear up a little bit. She's like, "Your dad was one of the good ones too." Like, God damn it.
But it's crazy, like how you think that we would have grown up, in like the suburbs, we had everything, it was good or whatever. Mm-hmm. No.
Wow.
So we didn't even see our mom for like what, 6 months almost.
Yeah, we didn't get we missed out on the white privilege part, I think.
Wow.
That was good.
Wow. It's all good though, but
it makes you humble though too.
Yeah, it made us very humble.
Like I see some of these youngsters around now that are like they just walk around entitled, like just like they go to a job interview, and on the first day they're like, okay, so I should be manager now because I got the first job. Where's the like, dude, put in some fucking work. Shit.
Yeah, for real, right? Wow.
What are you talking about? Who works anymore? No, I'm just playing.
That's the only time they put in work is when they want to become a gang member.
I can't even. I couldn't even pull off the.
They don't want to work a 9 to 5, but they'll stay out all night risking their life.
Yeah, right.
Man,
it's damn shame.
It doesn't make no sense, man. It's backwards. It's backwards. Wow. All right, Jay, what you got next, man?
Man, I don't even much know where I'm going with. Yeah.
My bad. We didn't mean to throw it all off, but we felt like
this is like one of the best ambushes we've had. I have to say.
Yeah, I like these random conversations. This was good. Wow. Okay, I think we talked a little bit about this earlier, and I know I heard you mention it in B-Rob's interview where you were talking a little bit about this newer generation, and we talked about it earlier in the interview about X dying and all these other young kids. What do you think, I guess, needs to happen or should happen to where we could get a positive light shed on hip-hop, I guess, again?
Mm-hmm.
Honest opinion or a professional opinion?
Any opinion.
Whatever your opinion is.
Just be 100% real.
My professional opinion, it sucks to see someone so young die doing something that he loved. My honest opinion, I'm sad it didn't happen sooner, and 6ix9ine needs to go next.
Yeah. Wow.
Because, like I told someone on the status, I don't care. They're like, oh, well, you need to respect the dead. I'll respect the dead, but he can rot in his grave just like he rots all of our young generation's ears. Like, his music is trash.
I'm telling you. That makes sense.
I think some more of the old rappers need to kind of come out of retirement, not just to try to show, not just DMX? To try to act like to try to pop the hammer down on the youngsters, but to, I don't know, we didn't get really much of a transition period. You know what I mean?
None of these new rappers get respect before their artists. They just all of a sudden put out a good song, and then like 6ix9ine with his hair. Like, the only reason why he even got famous is because he's out there. I don't know how to say it. Like
they got their social media experts.
Yeah, there's no respect. Yeah, there's no respect from the rap. There's just, oh, that beat was dope, and oh, I get, you know, like how DJ was saying, you know, every word rhymed with the N word, so it was like, oh, that was a hit to them. So,
wow.
Like there was no, I never saw like really a passing of any torches really from these older generation. It was just like some of the older ones fell off.
The last torch I know that was passed was from Dr. Dre to The Game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the last one.
I mean, it's been a long time, really. Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
That was in like what, 2005 or something.
Yeah, it was in the early part of 2000. Yeah.
Tired from rapping altogether. I think Ice Cube has put in enough work in the rap industry. He needs to get more, just start putting on more youngsters and stop. Honestly, it's hard to even listen to his music nowadays. Some of the newer shit he put out. Yeah, it's just like, dude, you're trying too hard, man.
Yeah.
And there was one thing. I guess a few weeks ago, J. Cole had a sit down conversation with what was that other guy, Lil Pump. So I know there's been some back and forth, and I thought this was actually good, even though Lil Pump really didn't seem too interested. But I think there needs to be like a conversation and on a sit down conversation between a well-established artist who's made a name for himself like J. Cole, and then one of these new younger guys that are just blowing up off of one song, social media. So I think there needs to be some type of conversation. I don't hear any of the old 90s legends, 80s legends having that type of conversation with the newer generation. So
I mean, hell, you look at J-Lo. She just did a song with Cardi B. Really, J-Lo? Are you serious? You need a hit that bad? You worked with Cardi B? Are you kidding me? You're fucking Jenny from the block. You could have put out a song. Millions of people are gonna listen to it anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's true. These rappers, you know, like when Little Pump died, you know, for a week, all these new rappers just for a week. Oh, I'm gonna stop doing this. I'm gonna stop doing that. And then another week later, all of a sudden they're putting out the same shit. It's like, you guys need to understand, you're killing our youth, like physically killing them. Like you're telling them it's okay to go pop Xannies and drink lean at the same time. That's not cool.
Yeah, it's just people who, you know, they don't care. They say they care about their fans, but they really don't care about their fans. They really truly don't care.
What was it, that Joe Budden, Lil Yachty interview or whatever?
The Migos.
Yeah, that shit. Oh, and the Migos. Joe Budden don't. He's new cats, obviously.
Do I look like I gotta lift off Bad and Bougie? You gotta lift off Bad and Bougie, huh? What?
And like you said, like they seem so uninterested in even learning fundamentals. Right. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
This is why some of them just fall off after a year or so. You're just like, oh, who's that?
And it's like they don't even know where rap came from. It's like they don't even care. Like, do you even know why you're rapping? Do you even know like NWA for a while there, it wasn't just gangster rap music. They were actually doing something, you know, they were putting in a movement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right.
They're telling a story, and I think that's the problem too. Some of these young cats, they haven't done shit, so they don't have any stories to tell. They don't pay attention to the world, so they can't even tell somebody else's story properly.
And the only stories that they can honestly tell you are about, how me and my homies got high and we went and robbed a liquor store and we went to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, just snitching on themselves.
Yeah, like what happened to the days when you used to hear OGs go, damn, like we almost lost our lives, but the rent's paid. We didn't just go buy Gucci shoes, you know. We didn't just go buy Gucci shoes and some Jordans and call it a day.
Yeah.
The problem is, like,
honest, it's true.
Back in the day, like when you saw a rapper when they were first coming up, like their music videos, they were in plain clothes and shit. Like look back to Snoop Dogg when he had the short hair and was rocking a hat, just a jacket, and you know what I mean. And you saw that progression. Like nowadays, you saw like the Snoop you see now. That didn't just happen overnight. We saw that happen over fucking decades.
Yeah, nowadays their first videos come out, you know. Wow. I mean, hell, even my video, you know, I got a chain, I got rings on, you know, a nice watch, and it's sad that I did that, but it's like that's what people want to see, and that sucks. It's like these new rappers, you know, they already got millions of dollars from what you rap about. What you need to rap for?
Yeah.
They already come in looking the part, and it's all just them breaking the internet. That's all they're trying to do now. Is just like whichever song gets the most retweets right now, fucking that's, you know what I mean? Like I don't even think these rappers are looking at charts or record sales at all anymore. They're just looking at the effect that it has on the internet and shit, and whether or not they're popping up in some memes and shit.
Hell, that dude X that just died, one of the first songs I listened to him sounded like death metal and pop, and someone had turned the bass all the way up. I was like, oh my God, get this out of my ear.
Yeah.
He was just like, like just screaming, and I'm like, this is what we call rap, huh?
Yeah. I mean, it's sad, but it's true, you know? It sort of is. And it is and it isn't, you know what I'm saying? Like I could never get with his music. I could never understand it. I could not name a song, you know, from any of his or 6ix9ine or any of these other random new dudes, you know, that are out there. But yeah, you know, even though, like you said, you know, you have chains and rings in yours, but you know, your video, you know, has similar to one of those old school feels, you know, like DJ was saying, like, you know, when you first saw Snoop Dogg, he was in like a ball cap, you know, he had his short hair, he didn't really have, you know, much going on outside of that, and then you saw the progression. You know, I'd say that you know, your video is more akin to that. You know, it's not as blingish as most of these new guys who have chains on top of chains on top of chains that they definitely just rented for the video. You know what I'm saying?
And then cars that ain't theirs.
Yeah, and holding up, you know, $4,000 or $5,000 to their ear that is basically, you know, like 10 20s, like the first. Yeah, the first stack is 10, you know, 10 20s, and then after that it's just a bunch of ones or maybe a bunch of paper fake 20s that they bought off Amazon. You know, to make it look like 20. So, you know, it's crazy. It's crazy that this is what the game is right now. But yeah, I mean, it is definitely changed. In some cases for the worse, in some cases for the better. I think it's a case-by-case basis. Obviously, you know, y'all were talking about Kendrick and J. Cole, Childish Gambino, you know, et cetera, right now, who are actually putting out some good music, and even some, maybe not even good music, even videos that make the music, like Childish Gambino's latest.
Okay, finally somebody said it. If not for the music video, that This Is America wouldn't be.
Oh yeah, because even when I first listened to the song, I was like, okay, I don't get it. But then when I seen that music video, the chill, the understanding, the meaning, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that was definitely a song that needed the video to go with it. Because you know what, I actually really listened to it for the first time without the option of having a video. Just last week sometime I heard it in the car on the radio, and
the same effect.
I was like, it's just not. I mean, I know, I can see the video in my mind, but like just listening to it, I could tell it doesn't have the same, you know, the same feel to it. So, you know, I think that had to have it. It wouldn't have.
And
lived
I think that's why I did my song "The Patriots," because like just like ATM and This Is America, like they didn't proceed. They didn't put everything like they should have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is true.
In general, kind of, I think, have hurt hip hop and shit too, because they spend so much time just trying to look a certain way and shit that they forget that they're even doing a song. Sometimes it seems.
They're more about the show.
Like what happened when Missy Elliott used to put in like whole choreography, some weird stuff. Like what happened to that?
Like think about, like, look at all that, like half the goddamn rap music videos from like the 90s and the late 80s and early mid 90s.
Rooftops.
Or it was just like a group of dudes just walking. Like NWA had that real famous scene of just big old group of dudes walking down the fucking street. Mm-hmm. You put that in black and white, and boom, you got a music video. Like the music video, you could tell back in the day wasn't the main focus. It was the song, and then the music video was just another way of getting the song out there. Whereas now it seemed like they're more, like I said, it's all social media shit. Where it's like, all right, let's get the music video for YouTube. and just get a bunch of weird ass pictures of me with my fucking hair twisted up in all kinds of ways.
For Instagram,
painted all kinds of different colors, and let's put some gold teeth and a tattoo of a gold teeth on my mouth.
Like I seen a video on Facebook of this artist. I couldn't tell you who the artist was, but the song was called "Married to the Game," and boy, I shit you not, had a wedding dress on. I understood the metaphor, but
was it Young Thug?
I think it might have. I'm not even sure. I was like, what in the world? He had a straight wedding dress on. I was like, oh.
I'm looking at it now. Somebody named New Age Jerk Boy.
Yeah, you see him with the guns.
New Age Jerk Boy.
In her wedding dress on.
Yes.
Wow.
I mean, I get the metaphor, but oh my God. That's horrible.
It's all gimmicks. That's what I think I'm seeing nowadays. It's a lot of gimmick rappers and shit.
Yeah.
I think that's why I always like DMX so much, because he was just whatever the fuck was in his head, he was putting out there. And especially early on and shit too. He didn't give a fuck. Yeah. And I respected the hell out of that.
Oh wow. Okay, so
Crack Kid ruined things.
This is something I need to talk about, man. I've been trying to figure this out for the longest time, and now seeing this New Age Jerk Boy. I mean, I hope he's Jamaican, or I hope he like eats beef jerky or something like that in his videos. Like there got to be something to that. But this is my okay.
Did you watch? I'm so sorry.
I don't know if I'm gonna watch this. It would be burned into my brain forever if I watch that. But this is my question. Like, okay, so this guy obviously has on a dress. We have seen many times where we see what is his name, Young Thug. We've seen Lil Uzi wearing a purse, and a skirt. You know what I'm saying, and a blouse.
Jaden, I mean, all his dresses.
Yeah,
a lot of dudes, a lot of these rap guys now they'll wear, and I mean, it's part. I guess it's part of the style too, where these guys will wear, like pants that are basically like women's slacks, where like they show like their ankles or like that last 6 inches of their leg down to their shoes. Like, come on, and they say they gotta get some air conditioning on their ankles. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this? What part of the game is this? When did the game turn to wearing girls' clothes? Like, that's what I want to know.
When did jeans and a t-shirt become not enough? Like, when did that become insufficient? Because I always thought that was enough. Like, you could spot a rapper about, what I mean? They had
a big old shirt on and some big old baggy denim shorts.
I mean, when
I think the pimp influence kind of had a little bit of a impact on that too. Like, well, hell, 50 Cent's PIMP song.
Yeah,
look how many people started trying to jock that Don Juan style and shit after, especially after that.
They try to be a little more flamboyant. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, like the
or like Lil Wayne when he started wearing all the little tight. That's probably where it came from. Lil Wayne with them damn tight ass pants
and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so we blame it on Wayne. And then what about, I just thought about this right after I asked the question. What about Jaden Smith when he was wearing like the dress?
Yeah,
I mean, I understand style.
That.
Yeah. My bad. I missed that.
I think his daddy might be one of those old school rappers that needs to come out of retirement.
Slap him in public?
Like, not even, like, let's be real, Will Smith shit was never, like, banging like that. But I think just to balance the playing field a little bit, I think we need to have some of that good, clean, wholesome, family-friendly rap like Family Guy was making fun of and shit, Wipe your shoes before you walk in the house because your mama just vacuumed the floor. So you kind of need shit like that every now and then to kind of balance things out. Like there's, there's not many clean rappers out there. Well, I haven't heard of a clean rapper in fucking forever.
Well, I don't know if a lot of people even know, but DJ actually gave me the idea for Old School Phil. There's no cussing in that song.
Yeah, that's true.
That was a challenge I put on.
It's so good.
Yeah, I kept hearing, well, hell, like most rappers, when they first starting off and shit, they're using the N-word almost like not just as
a clutch,
like a comma, a crutch, a fucking,
yeah.
It's, and I went and I put the challenge on, like, let me at least hear one with zero cussing, just one.
Mm-hmm.
That way, and thinking too, because back in the day, there was radio play that people had to worry about, and they would put out a clean song just so it would it could play on the radio freely without them having to censor shit out. Because nowadays you hear some of these songs on the radio that are out, you're not even hearing the song. Like I can remember going back to 50 Cent again. Y'all remember In the Club? That was a fucking instant classic. But I remember when I first heard it, I heard it on the radio. And then the first time hearing the explicit version, I felt like a dumbass because I'm like, oh wow, that's a whole different fucking chorus. Like shit. Like you know, I think that's the problem is they got to put out too many versions of it now and shit. The clean version is just it's kind of garbage, honestly, with all that censoring and shit. It's like why can't you think of any words that rhyme besides the N word and besides fuck?
Yeah, that's true. That's it's funny because like my parents, we like I said, I was sort of sheltered from some stuff, and I mean to be honest, I would largely say is due in part to some of mine and Jay's cousins and aunts and uncles who I guess sort of lived a lifestyle or sort of lived an addiction lifestyle that that both of our parents really were like, nah, y'all ain't gonna go down that road. But yeah, man, my mom, I remember her saying like one time, like, why do people always have to cuss? Why can't they just, basically grow their vocabulary, to not have to use those words that make the same, that have the same meaning. You know what I'm saying? In rapping and music and stuff like that. So that definitely makes sense. How you say that. So that's a good challenge.
/thesaurus to all rappers coming up, like for real. There are so many more words out there that are being missed.
Yeah, that is true.
And when they limit themselves to that like that, no wonder all the songs are about just popping bottles and shit because their vocabulary is limited, so their story's limited.
Yeah. And in addition to a dictionary and thesaurus, how about just a book? Just a plain old book.
Honestly,
it doesn't seem like they were reading anything.
A Dr. Seuss book might even be enough for some of these new rappers. Like
just Dr. Seuss could flow back in the day.
Yeah. And Dr. Seuss knew how to make up words and actually make it work and shit. Like now these they make up terminology, but it's just because just to mean something nasty usually. That's all it is, or just to try to have something secret. Like I don't know, like the skeet thing. That shit went around for a while. Of people.
Oh, I had no idea what that meant, and when I found out what that meant, I was like, that is so nasty.
And that was a lot on the radio.
Yeah, it was. And then when they found out what it meant, they started censoring it.
Yeah.
It's just like when Dave Chappelle said that you could use the term skeet. You know what I'm saying? Skeet. Nobody really knew what that meant. He's like, it's a skeet. Like, people would think it's like shooting water or something like that. But we all really know what that skeet meant. Lil Jon said on the radio and everybody's like, oh, that's cool. Oh, skeet. But we really know what that meant.
You guys know that song, Who Let the Dogs Out?
Mm-hmm.
You know what it's about?
What's that?
It's about like the ugly women, like who let the dogs
out.
Oh, I never thought about that.
I always thought it was about No, it's about some ratchet women.
Oh, you thought it was like the boys are back in town?
Yeah,
Wow.
No, it's about ratchet women. I could not believe that.
I legitimately thought it was about dogs. But I was always trying to figure out why they rapping about dogs. Like, who cares?
Yeah, they're rapping about like ratchet women in the club.
That's even funny. I went to an arena football game in Arizona, and there was a guy on the Arizona team that his name was Cecil Doggett, and when he got an interception one time, and he scored a touchdown, and they started playing Who Let the Dogs Out, and he's crawling around on the fucking ground and shit in the end zone like a dog and shit. Like now I look back and I'm laughing even harder at that. Like,
wow.
Back then it was just funny because it was like, wow, they just really broke out into a whole custom song and shit for this motherfucker. Damn, Arena, they got away with some shit apparently.
Yeah, they did. That's funny. That's funny.
Time when the NFL was trying to crack down on celebrations too, to where it was like, whoa, you ain't supposed to be able to do.
Nah, in Arena League, you could do what you want.
Yeah.
Do what you want because nobody's watching it unless you're actually there in person.
I can honestly say the only reason I was watching it was because my cousin was on the field.
Oh, that's dope. That's cool.
Yeah,
that's
that was the
actually a
only
good reason.
Yeah,
No, I like the Ren League football because like you can knock people into the walls. You know, it was like a combination of like hockey and football and wall ball. Like there's all kinds of stuff that happened in that game. So I thought it was great. Like 7-man
I liked it more than I like that more than the XFL, honestly. Which I hear that's still making a comeback, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I hear.
That's what I heard.
I think it's
We'll
like
see.
2020 or something like that. But yeah, Vince McMahon trying to make that happen.
Yeah. So I want to ask a question, really about like one of your songs, and you sort of touched on it a bit ago, and maybe you already answered this question, and I just didn't really hear it or whatever. But your song Patriot, that's your newest song, right?
Yeah.
Newest release, yeah, Patriot. I mean, hey, you know, first of all, you know, it's just like that old school, just like a lot of music, like it's real talk, you know, real topics, real, you know, it's just you know, real, not a bunch of, you know, just fake popping bottles and pouring it on hoes, right? So yeah, I mean, you talked about some stuff that's going on right now, you know, just like sort of like the Donald Glover song, you know, you talked about police brutality, about privilege, about white privilege, or any other, or rich privilege, whatever. You know, you talked about, you know, proud to be black and white and Mexican, whatever else. You know, you talked about a bunch of stuff, you know, and you said, isn't America great? So, like, what, at the point when you say, you know, isn't America great, or isn't this America great, whatever, you know, is that a contradiction to make America great again?
Oh, no, that's why I laughed when I said it. Because I was being so completely sarcastic.
Yeah, I got you.
The song it has a lot of symbolism in itself too. It's like how you said when I talked about a white privilege, but then I said, but my mama can barely afford to pay a 1-bedroom, like she could barely afford to pay the rent. Where's that white privilege?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, or like the cops, you know, they want to do all this, they want to beat us down, you know, they want to blame us for that, but y'all are the ones that gave us these tools to do this to ourselves.
Right.
We in a way, and we allowed that to happen, but I don't know how to say it, like we went from doing crack to selling it back.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah,
that's pretty good. That's very observant, I guess you would say. You know what I'm saying? Of you to be able to obviously live that, observe that, and then, you know, be able to put it back into music and turn it back around. I thought it was great. So it's a great explanation too. So,
and it's and like when I said, isn't America great? Like isn't it? Like this is what we've made it. You know what I mean? Sadly, because we've allowed to take the tools to destroy us, and we've allowed ourselves to destroy ourselves. Not just black, you know, Mexicans, whites, you know, everybody, you know, and instead of us, you know, like I said, like we should become like one united world around, like, because it's crazy how much of a joke America really is to other people. I tried somebody the other day in the liquor store tried to tell me, how is America a joke? Dude, you mention America to anybody, we get laughed at. And it's sad.
Yeah, that's true.
To be one of the top countries. Now we are, look at them. They watch us like we watch Jerry Springer.
Man.
Yeah.
Wow.
We got a reality show star for president.
That's true. That's true.
Yep. We're one big reality show. That's it.
It's so sad, but it's so true, man.
Exactly.
So,
and I blame white people because white people allowed us to be in these ghettos. They didn't allow us to be in good schools. I remember me being in school, I couldn't take a certain test because I was considered a cotton picker. As
really?
My brother was smart enough and he could do certain things.
Really?
Yes.
Man, that's crazy. That's great, especially in California where you think it's supposed to be more progressive, right?
Yeah, I couldn't take an IEP test because I didn't, from their point of view, they went, if you took a black boy from the country and a white boy from the city and you ask them what cotton is, they're both going to say it's the white stuff in the field. You ask them both what a taxi is, only one of them's going to know.
Wow.
And guess who's going to know?
Time.
Yeah.
Not the little black boy.
Wow.
That's how they pretty much put me into a category.
Dang.
That's crazy.
That's insane, man. That's insane. So are we going to see a video for Patriot?
Yes, it is in production. I might have to find a new video guy. Maybe. I'm not sure yet, but it's getting there.
Yeah? Oh, that's dope. That's dope. Wow, that's cool. Have you heard the music of Sir John Lee out there in California?
No, I have.
I have listened to a couple of his songs especially when that He Eats What Wolves was coming out.
Yeah.
Oh, I seen him he did the tour with you and with went on y'all show and went on we're on B-Rob and shit.
Yeah, we definitely should
I know.
We should definitely link y'all up. Link y'all up because he's in like Compton, I believe.
Yeah.
So I know that he does several videos, for some of his music. He actually did a video for one of his more recent songs, and I know that he had his director, I think the director and the producer of his video, on the last episode interview that he did with B-Rob, I believe. So, yes, but I think your music and his music would actually vibe well together, because y'all both talk about real life experiences, and y'all are, you're both in the same age group, same age range, but you both still talk about real life, real stuff. It's not about, like we said earlier, popping bottles and pouring it all over hoes. So I think we definitely try to link you guys up, and it would definitely be interesting to see a collaboration with the both of y'all, because I think even though both of your flows are different from each other, I think it would be an interesting combination, from your flow to his flow, or vice versa. So so we'll have to do that. That would be a good
definitely.
Combo. Yeah.
That'd be a good combo. All right, Jay. What else we want to talk about before we get to that Tap Your Love Box?
Shit, I don't know, dude. I think we covered a wide range of topics.
Have we ever? All right, cool. Well, in this segment, DJ already knows how this goes.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna get little sister in the mix. So this is the time when Jay cues that careless whisper from George Michael. We tell you guys how to tap your love box. So, man, if you want to see giraffes swinging on a trapeze at a concert, tap your love box.
If you just ambushed the hashtag blackout interview, tap your love box.
Oh man.
Just found out some mystical and mysterious things this episode. Tap your love box.
If you still mind blown that DJ and EVD are related, tap your love box.
You ever had a gun cut to your head, but it was just your headphones because what you just heard? Tap your love box.
Dang! Wow. If you ever stood up in front of a group of kids and sang "Man, I Feel Like a Woman" by Shania Twain with your boots on, tap your love box.
Alright, this is for my real ones out there. If you ever really hustle all night to pay your mama's rent, not just to buy bottles, tap that box.
If you watch way too many fun sci-fi movies and you low-key want to join Trump's Star Force, Space Force, tap your love box.
If you'd like to become Rick and Morty to be joining the Space Force, tap your love box.
If you're trying to live that fabricated Space Force life, tap your love box.
If you want to shoot a music video with a bunch of space jewelry and a bunch of fake ass space Bentleys and a fake ass space mansion, just so you can have the first space crunk music video ever.
If you want to be a space pimp and pimp some space hoes, tap your lip box. I said tap your lip box.
If you wanna pop some bottles and pour it over some intergalactic hoes, tap your love box.
You want that brand new space caddy with that brand new space robot hoe? Tap your box.
I got a weird. If you're wondering right now if spinners keep on spinning with zero gravity, tap your box.
That is
The question is,
that's a question.
they spinning after they move.
Man.
At a certain point, does the whole car just become a spinner? You just turn into a big damn fidget spinner and shit. That actually no fun.
That's great.
You want some space Henny? Tap your
Space Henny.
If you know where to find some peach crush in space, tap your lip box.
If you want to be the first rapper to wear a dress in space.
Married to that space game. Bam.
You want to be the first rapper with moon-colored hair? Tap your lip box.
Oh, now I can see just some rapper with craters tattooed on his forehead or some shit.
It's coming. It's coming. First one to join the space war. If you want to rap with Bad Baby and Ice JJ Fish,
Oh yeah.
on a satellite floating around Earth, tap your lip box.
But if you rather see EVD, tap your lip box.
Yes.
You look at the moon and sometimes still think of those damn Ritz sandwich cracker cookie thing commercials. Tap your love box. Every time I look at the moon, I picture them damn crackers scooping up cheese and coming together.
That's true. Wow.
If you think people should come together like those cracker sandwiches with cheese, tap your love box.
Man.
I swear I'm gonna find me a bag of them fucking crackers now. I have not had those in forever. I only see the square ones with the cheese crackers with the peanut butter in the middle.
That's hilarious. If you're trying to go down to the bodega on the corner and get you some Ritz cheese crackers and some pineapple crush so you can make yourself a crush float and then try to relive that Ritz commercial in your head, tap your lip box. I see DJ on his way right now. Man.
Wait, we gotta smoke this first.
There you go. Exactly right.
If
Let's see here.
you're still wondering how long it's gonna take for us to get the hashtag Blackout Boys down the rabbit hole, tap your love.
We need to make it happen.
Actually, that should be happening. That we actually should be getting in contact with y'all pretty soon because we got our equipment back together and shit, and we're starting to get our shit back together. I had to get the guys kind of used to recording again. I had to get used to having them around again too.
Yeah. We know y'all are back, so thankfully y'all are all back together. So yeah, man, we need to schedule it. You know, we gonna schedule it. Just let us know, holler at us, and we'll work out the date, like for sure.
If you ever did a podcast alone for 5 months because you didn't have the equipment to have the boys on.
Tap your love box.
There was some awkward shit in those episodes. Just me just by myself laughing at my own jokes and shit.
Yeah. Well, you
They
did all right. You did all right.
They were good shows.
Hey, you know what? Speaking of your show, I know recently you guys talked about on your episode. Y'all talked about this video where this team is playing volleyball, and the ball keeps smashed off this dude's head, and they somehow win the game.
Yeah.
And then it happens in a soccer game too, where the guy's a goalie and he keeps getting. And y'all thought it was real. I gotta bust your bubble, man.
Damn. I wanted it to be real. That was optimistic hope right there.
It would be hilarious. But no, you should look up this YouTube page, Studio C. And you know what's even weirder? The group that films that is from BYU, which is right down the road from me here in Utah. Most random thing ever. But it's hilarious. It's hilarious. So, yeah, studio. It's all a spoof though. Even though it would be hilarious if a team actually won the game by letting the ball smash off somebody's head and then it dropping in a volleyball game. I thought it was hilarious the first time I saw it.
Yeah, either way, it's a funny video. I will say that.
It's very funny.
And watching it, just dude's reactions to it are what made it so priceless. When he talks to his niece that first time, and he's just looking like even the commentary was what made it fantastic and made it unrealistic too. Was them just like, I don't know if he's praying or if he's actually going unconscious right now.
Yeah, exactly. And then like in the end, like he's basically knocked out or he's dead or something like that. Get it off his face. That's great. All right, cool. If you forgot that Master P was Lil Romeo's dad, tap your box.
If you forgot who Lil Romeo and Lil Bow Wow were after the first 5 minutes or so, I think Bow Wow's name lasted a little bit longer because of that Hardball movie and the song that went with it. But even then, I don't think the Bow Wow when I watched that. I just fucking G baby.
If you know that Bow Wow ain't famous no more, tap your love box.
Wow.
Actually, I wanted to kick Bow Wow's ass because I knew he was only like a year or two older than me. So even when I was younger, I was just like, man, if I met him in real life, I would just mop the floor with him. And then as we got older, I'm like, he's still skinny. I done got fat. I'm still whooping his ass.
That's hilarious.
And that's strictly out of jealousy too. I'm not even ashamed to say that. You know how it is when you hit that age when you like you watch like a NBA or an NFL draft or something like that, and you're like, man, motherfucker, man, I could have been that at that age. You know, that could have been me. And then you look back like, okay, but I sucked at fucking football. Pigeon-toed and uncoordinated. Luckily, you don't need defeat for most video games, though.
True. If you let your brother influence you by putting a bunch of Sonic the Hedgehog on your PSP, and that's all the video games you really knew about, tap your love box.
You know why? It's because one time I tried to play Rocky with him and he beat me so bad I cried.
Oh.
Yeah.
I cried.
What was it? Rocky Legends for Xbox Original. That was my game though. You know how it is when you go to somebody's house and they've been playing the same fighting game for the last 3 months, and then they challenge you, and you know you never played it before, so they're just smiling the whole time as they do everything. They do
all the special moves.
Yeah, they're living out fantasies. I'm just whooping you. Like, you're easier than the computer at that point.
They'd be doing like Hadoukens and the scorpion thing where he throws like the spear into your chest, say, get over here, and be freezing people.
With a boxing game, it's even more annoying because you're like, man, why the fuck he ain't punching? Oh, because he's getting hit with haymakers left and right. Y'all got that one friend that just glitches on the haymaker option and shit. Somehow his stamina never goes down even though he's throwing all them fucking big punches.
True. They put in some kind of cheat code. I gotta say that. It's gotta be a cheat code.
If you've ever accused a video game of cheating, not the person you're playing against, the video game itself of cheating, tap your love.
Wow.
I've been kind of playing by myself. I'm like, man, this is bullshit. The game's cheating.
If you've ever been playing a video game and they made you cry, tap your love box.
Oh, I've got that when people decide to suspend the 21 skunk rule on Madden. And they got you down by fucking 28, and you're like, all right, can I just put down the sticks? Nope, you got to finish the game. 105-0 later.
Couple in there.
If you still have those kids that fucking play Dance Dance Revolution like it's religion and shit, the ones that turn on 2 pads and they're running back and forth across both of them, I've never understood somebody take time to get their fucking feet that coordinated.
Grandma's boy and shit.
Yeah, like I've never heard of that leading to a career either. Like I've never heard of anybody like, yeah, he's on Dance with the Stars and he just won, but you know he got his start on Dance Dance Revolution.
Yeah, we just walked into the arcade one day and this boy was just perfect. Yeah, he hit every step.
Killing it, right?
We just got dancing scouts hitting arcades everywhere looking for that one.
If you've ever seen like a 350-pound dude playing both sides of Dance Dance Revolution in the arcade and hitting every step, tap your love box. Because I seen
Don't
that.
tap your
It
love
is
box.
wild.
Actually, send me an email on how that happened because I'd like to know.
I've seen it.
I'm
I've seen
envious
it
now.
before. It doesn't make no sense.
I want to get that video just so I can show it to every youngster and be like, you have no excuse in life anymore. Like, once you see shit like that, there are no restrictions anywhere.
Right? That's hilarious. Wow.
Yeah, now
Right.
somebody play Dance Dance Revolution in space. I might be able to get it if I can float.
If you can float. I don't know, man. I don't even know. Wow. If you wonder what weed smoke looks like when it's puffed out in space, tap your lip box.
Oh, yeah.
Does it all stay together like a little bubble of smoke? Or does it tail off?
That would be good. That would be like a stoner's dream because you know how like every stoner I'm sure has tried to blow smoke into a bubble.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I've done it.
He just said he did it.
There you go. That would be interesting. I don't even know how it works, but I want to see it just to see what happens.
Only down blowing smoke bubbles is they're heavier, so they fall faster. And as soon as they pop, though, you give that little wisp of smoke. It looks cool.
Yeah.
No,
Go for a minute, huh?
I want to blow smoke rings in space now. I want to see how that would.
Be interesting. Be interesting.
Oh.
All right. Wow. Well, if that's the last of the love box tapping for this episode, yeah, man. Well, you know, EVD and Brother DJ, it was dope to have y'all both on the show. You know, it's great to
be
get
on
this.
the show.
Yeah, great to get this exclusive. We would definitely love to have you back. But EVD, why don't you go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you on all your socials, where they can hear your music, what you got going on. Do a mini shout out if you want to, and then DJ do the same.
What's up, everybody? This is EVD. You can find me on Twitter at EVD3. You can find me on SoundCloud at YCE_EVD. You can find me on Facebook, Jamie Millis. You can find me on Instagram at Jamie Millis. You know, it is what it is. Holla at your girl. I follow back.
And you can find you can follow Just in Time at JNT Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and jntbaggers.podbean.com if you actually want to hear the show. That's it. That's the whole.
And thank you for having us on #Blackout.
Yeah, thanks for letting me interject.
Yeah, that was great. We definitely can't wait to be back on the Just in Time podcast, and we'd love to have you back again, Evie. You know, this was great. Now I'm sort of missing Rookie and Corn too. I sort of want to hear from him. So yeah, we got to get on that show. But you know what? Now that the cat's out of the bag, when are you gonna have EVD on your show? This is the question.
Who knows? Probably after we have you and B-Rob, because I know those are obligations that I've been wanting to get out the way.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, we'll make it happen, man.
We did play one of her songs on our, like I said, on our episode 50. I think it was called "Enemy at the Hate," and the song was Callie, if I'm not mistaken, that we put on there. So we technically I think she's walked in during a couple recording sessions and tried to put 2 cents in, but just been in the background.
Okay.
But you know,
we need to hear that feature spot.
When it comes to our professions, you know, our hobbies, we try to, you know, let each other do us, you know.
Yeah. Understand.
She only
It's
got
all
a Twitter on being on Random Ramblings with Rob and him giving her shit about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now you got a Skype because of us.
Yep.
I didn't even know she was interviewing with you. I came in and I heard Jared talking, but I didn't even recognize the voice because I just figured she had some random black dude on speakerphone.
Yeah.
She's like pointing at her phone, like, so I'm like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Am I on speaker?
And I told her, I'm like, no, don't even mention my name. And then,
Oh. Oh, wow. Okay, so hold on. I'm sorry, DJ. So I guess Jay said his internet died or something like that because he was trying to talk and he was talking to himself. So I got him on speakerphone right now, so I'm going to let him... I don't know. I'm trying to... Okay, so here we go. Let me figure out if this going to work like this. So, let's see here. Jay, can you hear us even talking at all on the can you hear us talking at all?
I just hear you.
Okay, I guess you just hear me. Okay, wow, let me see. Okay, wait, hold on a second. Let me see if this will work. I don't know if this will work, but you know what? We're going to try this. I'm going to try to take my headphones out, but then no, I wouldn't be able. Okay, well,
I tell you what.
What? We can.
Yeah.
Okay.
I already did the outro for the.
Oh, you did?
For our contact, and I was like, why is it so quiet? Okay. Yeah, but anyway, I was just gonna say thanks again for DJ and EVD being on the show.
Uh-huh.
I know I can't hear them, but yeah, we'll have to do this again some other time.
Oh yeah,
they heard you.
I'm still waiting on that voicemail from Jay too.
Got it.
Oh, DJ said he's still waiting on that voicemail from you. So what's your phone number again, DJ?
That's right. It's 951-394 3420.
3420.
Yeah. Snuck that 420 in at the end.
He put that 420 in at the end. That's pretty dope. Yeah, I actually was gonna call and leave you a message about the Studio C, but you know what? You got on the show, so now you got your message. So I might still have to do that anyway. But yeah, Thank y'all very much from me and Jay. We appreciate it. And you know, at the end of the show, our favorite thing to say is we blacking out. So on 3, guys, 1, 2, 3.
We blacking out.
Blacking out. Peace.
Boy, yes, I show up faded. Amsterdam in my cup lately. Pour it up, 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 pour it up. Showed up and I stumbled in. Henny be a trip like that. Said she already faded. We like Dre, wait for the aftermath. Find me where the bung is at. No free ride where the jungle at. In the hood, nigga, that's the habitat. In any liquor, nigga, pouring that. What would you say, nigga, get out my way? If you ain't drinking, fuck out my face. Fuck all these niggas, they ain't with the place. I be about it, I come to your face. Pop only 90, you know that's the thing. Liquor made me do it, pulling up thing. You don't want me to, just roll up the thing. Just me a royal and I'm gonna gang. Like, ooh. Pour it up, pour it, pour it, pour it up. Pour it up, pour it, pour it, pour it up. Pour it up, pour it, pour it, pour it up. Pour it up, pour it, pour it, pour it up.
Bitch, my name John, and it's too messy. Real type of hoe, fuck your niggas is dicky. Stealing your nigga, my fingers is sticky. Bitch, fuck your blunt, take your nigga, put dick in his gut. And keeping a nigga, kick him with a blunt. Drinking this bottle, I'm getting fucked up. I'm on and I'm gone and I'm getting tore up.
Wait, so who the fuck is you?
They call me Ratchet J and I stay turned up. Knocking niggas out cause I don't give a fuck. I'm all about the paper, 1 million in the trunk. Bitches all around me from the back to the front. Smoking on trees by the roll up another blunt. And if you got a problem, you know we can knock it up. Take it to the street, ENT is a D. I keep 4 clips so you know I got the beat.
Pour it up.